Unraveling the Art of Poetry, a Beginner's Guide. Hello, dear language learners. Today, we're diving into a fascinating and creative part of English writing, poetry. Poetry is one of the most expressive forms of writing, where thoughts and emotions are weaved into beautiful words. So, let's get started. In simple terms, poetry is a form of written art that expresses ideas, feelings, or tells a story in a specific form. Unlike prose, which is written in sentences and paragraphs, poetry uses verses and stanzas. Poems often have rhythmic patterns and sometimes rhyme, but not always. It's about capturing emotions and ideas in a compact and imaginative way. Poetry comes in a variety of styles. Let's look at a few common types. 1. Sonnet. A 14-line poem with a specific rhyme scheme, often about love. 2. Haiku. A 3-line poem of Japanese origin, typically about nature, with a 5-7 5-syllable count. 3. Limerick. A humorous 5-line poem with a specific rhythm and rhyme scheme. 4. Free verse. A type of poetry that doesn't follow any specific rules about rhythm or rhyme. 5. Acrostic. A poem where the first letter of each line spells out a word or phrase. Let's break down some of the key elements found in poems. 1. Rhyme. The repetition of similar sounds in 2 or more words. 2. Rhythm. The pattern of stressed and unstressed syllables in a line. 3. Metaphor. A comparison between two things that aren't alike but have something in common. 4. Simile. A comparison using like or as. 5. Alliteration. The repetition of the initial consonant sounds in words. 6. Imagery. Language that appeals to our 5 senses. If you're inspired to try your hand at writing a poem, here are some tips. 1. Choose a subject. Think about something you feel strongly about. 2. Plan your poem. Decide on the type of poem you want to write and the elements you want to include. 3. Use vivid language. Try to create strong images in your reader's mind. 4. Revise and edit. Poetry often involves a lot of tweaking and refining to get each line just right. And that's a brief introduction to the world of poetry. Remember, poetry is a highly personal and creative form of expression. There's no definitive right or wrong. So don't be afraid to experiment and express yourself. I hope this video has sparked your interest in poetry. Happy writing!